the boyfriend versus or let me rephrase that, the long-term relationship guy versus the short-term fun guy, okay? And guys, unfortunately, this is an unfortunate dynamic because the good guys end up getting punished ultimately, all right? And I'm gonna get right into it. This is Tarik Talks. I am Tarik, and I'm gonna be talking my wet stuff. So I'm glad you guys could join me. So, if a chick, and this is especially true the younger she is, the younger and more in her prime she is, the more this is going to be applicable, okay? Because when women get older, they're just straight up looking for more relationship type of deal or long term, okay? But let's start off with when young ladies are younger. Now, this does not apply to every, disclaimer, once again, it does not apply to every single woman out there, okay? But in the Western world, it applies to a great, vast majority. You dig what I'm saying? And how this dynamic works is, especially when a young lady is in her prime, in her teens, all the way up until her later 20s, okay? 28, 29-ish, you feel what I'm saying? This is going to be her phase where she is having her fun, okay? And yes, in this Western society, and hell, it's even spreading overseas, all right? This ideology is not limited to the West. It is a Western ideology, but it's spreading overseas, okay? But this ideology of a woman soiling her oats, which is really what they tell men, now is being told to young ladies too. Basically, let me tell you what a translation is. Bang the hottest guys that you like, right? Because life is just one big party, okay? So this is what's gonna happen. This young lady is going to bang a lot of guys, and a lot of these guys are going to be mainly short term. Now this depends. A young lady could have this phase up until she's damn near in her 30s, right? Some chicks just never get out of this phase, to be honest with you, okay? Some chicks are in the streets forever, ever. Yes, I see it all the time, bro. I be seeing older women still in the street phase, okay? But for the most part, it is younger ladies. They are looking for the short-term guy. What does this mean? The guy that looks good to them, that's physically appealing. Younger ladies put more of an emphasis on looks, okay? Here's where the unfortunate part begins. In these cases, and a lot of these cases, this young lady will have a lot of experiences, a lot of intimate experiences. Let's say that, okay? A lot of intimate experiences. And almost all of these guys are when it comes to morals, they are low quality, okay? So she is picking out the worst of the worst. The only reason she's getting with them is because they are physically attractive. Now, like I said, it's not all young ladies. Some young ladies play, especially if they was raised in a good household, they play their cards right, okay? They play their cards right, and they see the true value in picking out a meaningful partner, okay? But for the most part, let's be honest, like I said, in the Western world, what usually happens, this young lady goes throughout her high school, and y'all, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I told y'all I'm from Houston. I said this a billion times. So I grew up in the city. There were young ladies that were having children at the age of 14, my middle school, okay? It was like younger Latina chicks, you feel me? They were having kids, and all of their boyfriends were cholos. You know what I'm saying? All of their boyfriends was claiming some kind of gang. Now, if you're from Houston, you already know what the deal is, right? There's a lot of that type of stuff going on. And all those dudes was claiming a gang, right? It goes back to what I said. It's not really about his morals in the short term. It's all about his swag, all that type of stuff. And like I said, there's a silver lining to this video, by the way, at the end, okay? There's a best of both worlds type of deal. But, that's what they're looking for. So they end up, unfortunately, in their short-term phase, they end up hooking up with a lot of low-quality, low-moral guys. And I'm not saying I'm an angel. I'm not saying I'm some kind of perfect angel just to look up to. No, I have my flaws. But these guys, you know what I'm saying? Lengthy jail records. Dig what I'm saying? Tatted up. Several baby mamas. But they're physically attractive. And they go for these type of guys. So unfortunately, when they get a tad bit older, right? And they don't, and you know what? Let's leave all the jail and all that good stuff out the window, okay? Let's put that to the side. Even if the guys that they were choosing weren't on that type of stuff, those guys were only looking for short-term pleasure. Like I said, they were the pretty boys. They were the guys that looked attractive. She found them attractive, and they hooked up, and it was like a fling type of deal. And this happens over and over and over and over again. The short-term guy, okay? Now the relationship guy, okay? This is going to be when she gets a tad bit older, okay? This is going to be creeping up around the late 20s, 29-ish, 30-ish. She done been screwed over I don't know how many times. She was no angel herself, so she partook in that whole cheating, sneaky link type of deal. The guy she was dealing with took part in a sneaky link, cheating type of hookup culture as well. So it's just one big clusterfuck. You feel what I'm saying? It's just one big, huge, immoral type of ordeal that both of them are doing. So unfortunately, when this young lady comes to age, when she is a little more mature, she is jaded by this point. She has a disdain for men, okay? That's why we see a lot of women that are a little bit older. They seem to have a disdain for men. I've actually had chicks, and they weren't even that old. They were like in their mid-20s, okay? So, that's why I said hookup culture messes up women mentally. They don't want to hear it though. They want to listen to Meg Thee Stallion and twerk and shit. But hookup culture completely fucks women's mental up, and it takes no time, to be honest with you. It doesn't take no time. It really affects them in their 20s, right? I had young ladies in their early 20s verbatim say, "I hate men." Verbatim. And this isn't twisted or skewed. This is literally what they said. "I do not like men." Why is this? Because they've been dealing with these scumbags, okay? So when they go later on in life, when they come up in age, they're looking for that guy that's all of a sudden they're looking for a guy that's wholesome. You feel what I'm saying? All of a sudden they're looking for a guy that actually wants to settle down, right? Unfortunately for this guy, and this isn't the case always, but because there are successful relationships out there, don't get it twisted. But a lot of times for this guy, if it happens to be him, you feel me? She's not really that attracted to him. She does not find him that appealing. He's okay, he's cool, he's alright. He'll get the job done, right? He'll get the job done of buying a crib and all that good stuff. But she doesn't truly desire him. And at this point, she's very angry at men, very bitter. Okay? She does not have too much of a good outlook on men. And this is a large part to do with her decisions. Because there were plenty of good guys. But once again, those good guys were boring. They did not provide that excitement, okay? They weren't selling dope, right? Or they weren't driving a Hellcat, or their clothes weren't drippy enough. These guys were just boring to her. So she skipped them over. But when she comes of age, all of a sudden, those guys start being options for her, because she starts running out of options. You dig what I'm saying? So now this guy, that's the long-term guy. Unfortunately for that brother, I'm sipping this Bombay gin, by the way, feeling good. So this young man, this guy, unfortunately for him, he has to take on her baggage. The baggage that she has now is going to be translated to him, right? It is going to be, the burden is going to be on his back. This is why you see a lot of cases where young ladies, you know what I mean, where they're married, or the woman, actually not really young women, they're married and their husband takes verbal abuse from them. I've seen this so many times in public where the wife is screaming, nagging. She just is miserable, okay? And this is a huge reason, because this guy was not what she is really attracted to, but she had no choice. Her time was running out. She knew it. She had to get somebody that was good enough. But in her eyes, deep down in her mental, she does not think he's better than it. She thinks she's better than him. Okay? Deep down in her mental. That's why she can freely, because look, a woman that respects a man is not going to scream at him in public, is not going to berate him, is not going to call him all type of B words, BAN words. We all know what I'm talking about. BS, you know what I'm talking about? The Holy Trinity, BAN, you feel me? She's not gonna be calling him that type of stuff if she has general attraction and respect. But you're gonna see this type of stuff because she's, first of all, been jaded as hell. She's bitter at men as well. And third, this guy is not really who she wants, and she's constantly reminded of that, which agitates her, okay? There is a silver lining to this, like I said. You could be the best of both worlds, okay? You could be the guy, like I said, me, of course, Ron Wills, Body Game Master. We always tell y'all, get your body on point, get your style on point, get your demeanor on point, your masculine mannerisms, all that good stuff. Get all that good stuff on point and be the guy, you know what I'm saying? Be sexually attractive, know how to put it down in bed, and be that guy that will also be good long term. Yes, and look, is it rare? It is rare. It is rare to, and there is some guys that pull that off. You feel what I'm saying? There is guys that pull that off, that are sexually attractive and are good long term partners. You feel me? It's just extremely rare because most men don't really understand too much about attraction. You feel what I'm saying? They feel like, hey, look, if I just provide her with this house and car and stuff, that she's sexually attracted to me. They miss out on a sexual attraction part and just go straight to the provider part, okay? There's a sweet spot. You could be a sexually attractive provider, okay? Like I said, it's extremely rare, but it's because most guys don't take that in consideration. You feel me? When a lot of these guys get in long-term relationships, they end up getting flabby and just stop caring about themselves, okay? Now, I'm not saying this is fail-proof. You can't control a human being, male or female. Whatever they're gonna do is what they're going to do. You could be the best looking guy on earth and have the best sex game and have the best long-term skills and shit like that. It's not gonna guarantee that something isn't going to happen, God forbid, but it's going to decrease it by a lot. You feel me? She'll think twice. She'll be like, damn, I got this man right here. I'm very sexually attracted to him and he has good provider and family skills. Do I really want to fuck that up, right? So she'll probably think twice. You feel me? So with that being said, man, you guys let me know what you thought about this video. Peace.